Hello everyone, this is the first of a series of screencasts showing you the ins and outs of Seesaw. And this very first one is how to set up your class and add your students. So you can access Seesaw as it says here on any device, or you can go to the website web.seesaw.me and sign up for free. It takes less than a minute to do that. And then once you have your account, you would log in. When you sign up, I highly recommend signing in with Google. That way, every time you just don't have to input your password, it will just take you right in. Once you're in, if you don't have any classes, it will prompt you here to set up your class. But on the top left side where your name is, this is where you can see all the classes that you are a part of. Many of you will just have one. If you're special area, you might have a bunch of them like I do. We have Seesaw for Schools, so you can be in more than one class, plenty actually, so you don't have to worry about that. When you're creating your new class, you're going to click right here where it says Create New Class, and you're going to give your class a name that's going to show up for your students. So you want to make it a little specific, and then you're going to choose your grade level. And just like that, the class is created. Over here on the right, you'll see a little wrench. This is where your class settings are. So you're going to want to go in there and go down the list with me and check things. This is going to be a little bit different than if we were in the class, being that we're doing the remote learning right now. Normally we would add the families, but we're going to eliminate this part as they would only get a view only access, and we want them to have editing rights. So under Add Students, in here is where you get the class sign-in. This QR code right here is all that they need to scan. And when they do, their name will come up and they will tap their name and get in. So you're going to have to screenshot this code and email it home to your parents. We don't typically use this text code because it expires every hour. So in this situation, it's not going to do us much good. So you're going to screenshot this and send it home in an email. Down here on the left is where you add students. And when you click this, it prompts you on the bottom to add the student ID. It's important that we do that because there are several students that have the same first name. So if you only put, for example, Jamie, you could link to another child's journal. So you're going to want to go in Genesis and get their student ID, type that in there, and then it will allow you to also add their first name, but you're going to have to go through one by one. After the students are added and you've gotten the code, you're going to go down. Under class settings, there is a manage teachers section. So this is if you want to add any co-teachers to your class, you would invite them via the email that they plan to use when they sign into Seesaw. And they will get an email and click to join, and it's as easy as that. And yes, they will have the same rights as you, and we will go through that in another video later. Okay, we want to change the student's sign-in mode to one-to-one devices. Okay, so that's very important. That's what will allow them to choose their name when they sign in. Manage students would just be where you would go if you wanted to add another student or remove somebody. Home learning codes, we are going to bypass that for now because we're going to invite them with the class code. Student likes and comments, that's a personal choice. Would you like the students to be able to like and comment on their posts? In this case, many teachers are leaving that on because it's a way for them to communicate with the child. Students can see each other's work. We want to toggle that off and confirm the change because since they're at home, we don't particularly want parents to see other students' work in the class. Items requiring approval is always a good way to go. Enable them to edit items, can leave that on, and a sample student is up to you. We're not enabling family access or the blog at this time, and the folders and the skills we will get to at a later time. So that is how you set up your class, get your students to join, and go through the settings.